We are live, I think. Let's see. And this is the last day of the year and the last stream of the year, I think. I don't think I'm going to do another one this year, guys. I think it's very unlikely that I'll do one more of these anytime within this. Maybe the Chinese year. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe in another way of counting time, I'll do it. Anyways, let's play the theme song here. Welcome everyone, and I'm gonna share the screen. Here we go. Let me share the link so all the three people can join. Because the algorithms, guys, they're against us. They're against me. I don't know about you, but they're against me. So I need to manually post this stuff for anyone to actually have a fleeting chance of joining. It is the end of the year, guys. I don't know how you feel about this. I have mixed feelings. This has been very interesting. I started drawing. I drew before, but not to this extent. So just a few housekeeping updates. I released this week this new video showing my process on the previous page, start to finish, and I think it was actually pretty decent. I put some amount of effort into it. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Actually, I want to thank in particular Mr. Larry Williams, who I think also subscribed. I'm not sure, but because I can't see all the individual subscribers, I can just see the count. But thank you for the very nice comment. I really appreciate it. That's the only thing I think the downside of doing this in this digital age of doing it on your own is you lose the community aspect of it and the feedback you receive from other artists. So it's always great if you get whenever you get this. So that out of the way, you know how this works. I'm gonna do some drawing. You can join in, let me know what you think. Ask me anything. Tell me what are your plans for the New Year's, and I will. In the meantime, oh yeah, actually, let me show you the final result of the previous page. This way, as always, we start with this. The progress so far. So I'm just gonna show you the colored version of page 10, which we drew a panel for last time, and this is how it looks at the end. But for more details on this, you can watch the other video where I break it down. But yeah, this is basically it. I think it's all right. I think there's still improvement. I improve slowly, page to page, so there is still hope for me to get even better. And now we ended up with this character here, Mary Magdalene, setting up Pagano for a date with JC tonight. It's hot. Some hot, steamy stuff. For anyone joining in, we're gonna have some hot, steamy stuff today. And so this one here, don't be confused. This is not Jesus. This is actually, spoiler alert, this is Judas in a Jesus wig. He's just pretending to be Jesus. That's all this is. And this is his hand, which I don't know. Okay, so obviously this is a hand of someone who's been homeless for 40 years, and at least so, or has had some arthritis or other issues. But I like this. I like the goofiness, and I try to use goofiness, if you don't know me, to cover. This might be copyrighted, so let me open up the royalty-free stuff. I try to cover up with goofiness a bunch of imperfections that I may have in my work. If you don't know me already, this is my main strategy. And let's go. So now we are at this page is going to be over text again with so many goddamn panels. This is going to be fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 panels. Ridiculous. You shouldn't be doing this, guys. In case you don't know. On average, I actually went and did the research. It's like 4 or 5 panels tops. Some pages like 3 panels people do. And I'm doing this. Why do I do this? I don't know. But anyway, in here I have my thumbnails. So on this particular, so this is the breakdown of the page. Now we're on F, and F is going to be this. So a close-up of Judas, and the text is gonna go on F is gonna be, how guys like girls that are like their mothers. This is like a 7-year-old wrote this. Apologies for me ever claiming I'm a writer. You know how guys like girls that are like their how many likes? What am I? Fucking Valley Girl. Are you a virgin? Is what he's asking at the end. So Judas is trying to find out if Pagana, his colleague disciple, is this appropriate to say they're colleagues? They're apostle colleagues. Anyways, so he's saying, you know how guys, I gotta rework this. You know how guys like girls like their mothers, like how guys are into. The thing is with writing these things, I'm trying to try to convey the message with as little words as possible because it's overburdening the page. So if I change like with are into, that's more words, that's more characters. You know how guys like girls similar to their mothers. Again, more letters. How guys are into. What do you guys think? You know how guys. This is what I'm doing on New Year's Eve. Some people are fucking taking baths with attractive people of the opposite sex on some island, and I'm doing this. Anyways, you know how guys are attracted to no. This is, as dumb as this looks, it's the one with the least letters. Like their mothers. I don't know, like their mothers. Well, for sure, I can do this. You know how guys like girls like their mothers, but it's even in a sense it's even worse. You know how guys are into is not that bad, I guess. All right, cool. Let's go with that. So this is going to be this text, which is a lot of text for such a small panel. It's going to be somewhere here, plus some kind of sneaky Judasy Judas. I gotta do a Judas, and this is some initial quick planning for Judas. As you can see clearly, his nose is very different than that of Jesus. And his teeth are gonna be there's a couple of giveaways, but anyways, let's see what happens. Actually, I wonder how to approach this. One way would be, let me try to move this around, maybe like so. There's several options here. You see this? I'm gonna pull out a little bit. Uh, okay, so one way would be to have his face like here, and the text below. It's better, I guess, to have the text below, so I have more real estate for the face. And since I've had this expression here, I'm also gonna try to come up with something, and I've had this one here and this one, and now something new. So actually, when I'm not sure, I take another piece of paper and I'm just sketching out real quick some options here for this. So if this is the size of the panel, and there's not that much space, by the way, so it's not like I have all the luxury in the world to figure this out, but what if he's biting his lip? Maybe that's gonna be creepy enough. So maybe he has his hand, because he's trying to conceal the fact that he's not Jesus. All right, here's the story. Pagana is into Jesus, and now Judas is pretending to be Jesus just to fuck with her. It's just a prank, bro. So maybe what I do is I do his hand here, and he's sort of like covering a little bit of his face with it, and his face is here. Actually, and so I would have this part here for the text. I would prefer him to be more centered on the face, so maybe even a little bigger. And there's some crooked fingers. At this point, when I'm doing this, I'm just thinking about the composition. It's not so much about all the other stuff. And so, in terms of expression, you might be looking up a little bit here at her. And how do you bite your lip? So see, this is something I would normally either take a. So actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a selfie. This is how creepy this is gonna get. This is gonna be the last stream of the year. This is gonna be. Sorry, I have to. You pick up a phone and you gotta go through 57 billion notifications before you do whatever you picked up the phone for. I want to do a selfie of myself biting my lip, just for reference. So how do I? Okay, so here's how creepy this is. Do you see this? All right, creepy as fuck. But this is just as a reference. This should have been the thumbnail actually. And I don't even use this like very. I don't go super detailed with this reference, but it just gives me enough. Okay, so his lip is kind of coming out on this side, and his teeth will be biting. Okay, I get it. And his eyebrows are a little bit up, in hope that he's gonna get the answer. And then the wig. With the wig, it wasn't on purpose, but it turned out that at the end, it just so reminds me of this Gary Oldman outfit for Dracula, Bram Stoker's the Coppola version of Dracula, where he had, remember, this sort of super creepy like wig like this, and there was old Gary Oldman Dracula. I'm drawing from memory. I have no idea if this is how it. There was a bunch of underchins, but yeah, that's my version of Bram Stoker's Dracula. And when I watched this as a kid, it was the best fucking shit ever. The most creepy fucking scary movie. And it's so good, guys. If you haven't watched it, here's a couple of reasons. Winona Ryder. Another reason, Keanu Reeves. Another reason, Francis Ford Coppola. Another reason, Monica Bellucci is in there. She's one of the 3 vampire ladies. They're seducing Jonathan. I forgot his last name. The narrator, the Keanu Reeves character. And another great reason, Anthony Hopkins was there. Was he? Yeah. I think he was Van Helsing. Yeah, man, what a great movie. And last but not least, Wojciech Kilar, a Polish composer, composed one of the fucking most amazing tracks, soundtracks for this movie, which is one of the most often reused tracks that I can think of, because I've heard it in so many other videos and movies and ripped off. The theme song of this movie is really creepy because, see, Francis Ford Coppola was looking for some kind of Eastern European sounding sound for this movie, and so he went to a Polish composer known for making these historical movies, and doing the scores for these movies, and it's absolutely amazing. And I'm not even sure if I'm correct, but he might have even gotten either a nomination or an actual Oscar for the music. I probably can't play it now for copyright reasons, but if you can Google Wojciech Kilar Dracula, it is absolutely amazing. I can hear it in my head. Alright, so let's see. Let's start sketching, let's see what happens. In terms of the text, I need to predict how much it will take, so I plan the rest and not obscure the stuff. Why not? Don't you know? Okay, no, sorry. You know how guys are into girls like their mothers. Alright. I would say 3 lines, probably. And I'll start with that, actually, just to validate this. And once I get this space out, I will then do the drawing. Yeah, if I only did them fucking symmetrical enough. I actually have the space. I might as well use it. I was removing words, but I'm gonna add a few. And this, of course, is some of the most atrocious, what is the word? Blasphemous, fucking crazy thing that I'm doing by doing this entire story arc about all of these religious stuff. Anyways, I can't help it. I can't help it, guys. I need to get me some fucking curved ruler. Those are my wishes these days. My Christmas wish. Curved ruler. Alright, I guess this is enough for this space. And armed with my selfie and this pre-sketch and what I've done so far, let me do this. So if I have his head, I can make him, out creep him every single time. Try to make him more and more ridiculous. I'm leaving a little space for the hair because I know there's gonna be. I gotta, by the way, fix the camera because I'm always shooting at 2.8 aperture, which is so narrow that you see if I focus here, this is blurred out. But it's because otherwise it wouldn't get enough. What do you call it? Light. Anyways, okay. And then I wanted to have his hand, like maybe in some Professor X pose. If his hand is somewhere like this, just to hide his, trying to hide his face. This guy. His hair is gonna be, well, yes. Let's see how we're gonna do this. So I start with usually with giving him first the, well, this is so standard, like this. Yeah, whenever it comes to face, there are a couple of techniques, by the way. So the most common ones being, well, first you gotta, like, that's the shape of your head, whatever, and then you have, this is the neck. Right? Now, there's a couple of things that help me at least, or, I mean, there are general things. So one thing is, like, this is the middle of the face, which is gonna be where the divide is, and then I'm gonna set up, this is like the eyes. And this is important because even that same face, it could be like this, and it could be like this. Right? It's looking up. This guy is. And then the ears are gonna be off, and then you're gonna see the nostrils. It changes things. The mouth is gonna be downward. So, you know, depending on those lines, and then you can have even the same, you know, with the, like this. So then he's gonna be like this. So those things are important. The other thing that often happens is, I forgot who was, Loomis or something was, I think, the guy who came up with this. And I'm not even sure how exactly this works. But there was something like, there was the divide here of like one, this is for the eyebrows, the nose, and the chin. Something like this. Or no, sorry. It was something like, it's not the top of the head, but the top of the, like the start of the hairline, for example. So if you divide it in 4 equal parts, it should be eyes, nose, chin, I think. And then there was something like, god damn it. See, I shouldn't be talking about things that I haven't researched enough. But it was something like this, right? And so, whatever. And then in the middle between the nose and the chin would be the mouth. And then there are a couple other general rules that work, which is like, well, you know that if the eyes are here, there should be roughly one eye between the two eyes in terms of, you know, distance. And then if the mouth is here, the corners of the mouth should be roughly in the middle of the eyes, right? I mean, those general rules, but I don't really focus too much on them because I do, what do you say? I will, you know, change these faces and make them goofy to the point where there's proportions will change, and so you can have a head that's gonna be whatever weird, and well, you can have a head that's gonna be like this, and you're gonna have another one that's gonna be like this, and another one that's gonna be like this. And so, you know, in order to have these different shapes, you can be Steven Garner. Okay, another bot. There's a bunch of bots. They join the chat and they chat some random stuff that I get excited. I think they're real people, but they're not. Okay, so getting back to this. But if there are real people, thank you for joining. So the reason the hair is going to be a little more fucked up is this is not revealed yet, but it will slowly be building up the fact that he is actually wearing a wig, like I said. So he has his own hair underneath, and I want to convey the idea that there's something fake about it, and eventually it's going to fall off in one of the panels below. So now this is going to be like shifting around this wig. Haven't established what kind of shirt he has, but all right, so I'm gonna lighten up this and try to add a little more detail. Actually, let me play some music. If anyone joins, guys, welcome, and let me know. I'll be responding to your messages, but I just want to focus on doing this face, and I'll be right back with you in a second. All right. Let's go back. Now we're about to ink it. I think it's enough for such a small panel. It's enough information. I was just curious with this hand because the whole idea is to obscure his face so he can hide his true identity. But I don't want to hide too much of this cool detail. It would be nice, and this is why I'm talking about. It's